the channel. My name is Ara, she is Yoko, and he is Oli. Today we bring you, I think it's the most typical Easter sweet. Today we are gonna make torrijas. Here in Spain there are different kinds of torrijas. There are torrijas made with wine or made with milk. And also we have different kinds of torrijas depend on how are they decorated outside. There are torrijas with sugar and cinnamon, torrijas with honey or with syrup. So today I'm gonna make my favorite one are made with milk and sugar and cinnamon. In the past our grandmothers and mothers prepared these torrijas with the leftover bread because this bread was so stale and dry to eat it. So they soak this bread in milk and they prepare this delicious dessert. You can use this leftover bread, or if you prefer you can go to supermarket and you can buy a specific bread for torrijas. So I like to use the remains of the roscón de reyes. If you want you can see the recipe just here. And also I love to make the torrijas with brioche. And remember that if you are not a subscriber yet, you can subscribe just here. Also you can activate the bell to not miss any video like this one. So let's get started with the ingredients. To make 8 torrijas, we will need 8 slices of bread, 3 eggs, 30 grams of white or brown sugar, 2 cardamom pods, 1 cinnamon stick, lemon peel, half a liter of milk, and to decorate about 30 grams of sugar with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon powder. In a saucepan, we are going to heat the milk, the sugar, the cinnamon, the cardamom pods, about 2 slices of lemon peel. Cook over low heat, and when it starts to boil, set aside and let it cool. I like to make torrijas with this brioche. It's very fluffy and it's delicious. All the ingredients that I indicated at the beginning are indicative because not all breads absorb the same. So it's possible that depending on the bread you use and the size of the slices, you can make more or less units. The traditional torrijas don't have cardamom, only cinnamon and lemon. I use it because I love it, sorry. Also, there are people who also use orange peel. That depends on your taste. I'm also going to make a couple of torrijas with whole wheat bread. Remember not to make the slices too thin because they could break. In a bowl, we add the eggs and beat them very well. I'm going to put the bread slices on a tray and soak them with half the amount of milk. To make this recipe, you are going to have to stain your hands and also the kitchen. Turn them over with your hands, being very careful not to break them. They have to be well soaked. Drain the milk a little and put it in the egg. Turn with our hands. In a pan, we are going to add plenty of vegetable oil. You know that I like to use sunflower oil to fry. And we are going to fry them over high heat until they are golden brown. I advise you to drain the egg very well before putting them in the pan so that the egg strings don't appear. When they are golden on one side, we turn them over very carefully. They will need about a couple of minutes on each side. When they are ready, we remove them to a plate with absorbent paper. Mix the cinnamon with the sugar very well and sprinkle on top. And so we continue with all the slices, dip in the milk, drain a little, dip in the egg, drain the egg, fry and pour the sugar on top. Could you see those little black threads? They are the threads of the egg. You can remove them to make them more beautiful. And this is a little trick. If you see that taking the torrija with your hands it will break, you can put it on a plate and transfer it to the pan from the plate. You can also strain the oil to remove the pieces of egg and continue frying. These are the whole wheat bread. They are delicious too. Well, so our torrijas are ready. It's time to try them. With the brioche bread, they are super fluffy. They are so delicious. If you don't eat them all the same day, you can leave them on a plate at room temperature for up to 2-3 days. As you can see, the sugar melts with the heat of the torrija. With the amount of sugar that I have told you, these torrijas are not very sweet, so feel free to add more sugar if you want. Thank you very much guys for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to give us your thumbs up and we will see you the next Wednesday in the next video. Bye bye!